right? Do you do what the teacher says do? Why do you do what the teacher tells you to do?
Like a sore thumb.
Lewis, take Terrence with you on one of them, on another one, and kind of show him how to.
I got you.
The other sideline.
Hello? Hello?
Like a sore thumb.
Kicking, fighting your mother, calling her out a name, misbehaving, telling her what you will and won't do, acting up like this at 10 years old, kicking her? You have lost your mind. If you know a child who's going in the wrong direction, who needs... Repeat that?
I parent poorly and forget Mother's Day.
This is the... Stand up! Stand up. Get your little bit on that ground and start doing push-ups till I tell you to stop. That you don't even want to go at that place. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You sure? When your mother speaks to me, you better not interrupt or disagree about nothing she tells me until I tell you to speak. Do you understand?
Yes.
Young lady, that goes for you as well. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I hope you do. Because this is your only chance you're going to get it right.
Yes, sir.
Today, all this bad behavior crap, it either changes today or you both are going to be somewhere you don't want to like.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, what's going on with your children?
Both of them, they fight constantly with each other. If they are not sleeping, they are fighting. Everything is an argument. I spend my entire life yelling at them. He gets in trouble a lot at school. The thing with him is, it's his mouth that gets him in trouble. He never listens. The principal will have to get called in. It's been going on since pre-K to 5th grade. Every year has been going on. He cusses, he kicks her, he hits her. She does the same thing to him. It's just a constant battle. Jan?
Sir?
Yes, sir. It's the same at my house. I mean, I find that it's a lot worse when they're with their mother. I don't know if it's because they feel that they can take advantage of her. You know?
Absolutely.
But when we split custody. Every time they're with her, literally every day, I get at least two phone calls to talk them down. They just disrespect her, the way they talk to her, the way they talk back. They don't respect their mother at all.
Ridiculous.
When you tell them one thing, it's an argument. They don't do it on the first time. It gets to the point when you're telling them the one thing, would you please do this or stop it? It's a battle of the mouth, back and forth, sometimes for 10, 20 minutes till you're so enraged you have to go in the room and shut the door because
I spent my entire life just yelling at them, and I'm afraid.
Before you speak, is it because of school? Is it because of you don't like your father being separate from your mother? Is it because somebody's bullying you? Is it because you just want to be a bad kid? Is it social media? Is it Instagram? Is it the TV that's influencing you? What is causing your behavior to disrespect the one person who loves you more than anything in this world? And you better think before you answer.
I don't like being separated with my family.
You don't like being separate from your family. What does that mean?
Them being divorced.
So that bothers you. Is that the honest answer?
Yes, sir.
So you take it out on your mother. Do not lie to me.
Yes, sir.
So you take it out on your mother.
Yes, sir.
So you're mad at your mother because she's not in a relationship with your father. Is that true or not true? Don't lie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is true. Disrespect the family? Is that true or not?
That is true, sir.
You sure about it? Because I can look in your eye and tell if you're lying. Are you lying to me?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
So the reason why you are misbehaving and dogging your mother and your grandmother is because you're being bullied in school. Is that right or no?
That is right, sir.
That's the honest God truth.
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
There's your answer. I know what you're thinking. But I'm telling you, I've done this for a long time. I believe her. I do. I know when a kid is lying, and believe me, they lie. But kids that I deal with, if you know anything about if you've done your research, a lot of these kids, those are the answers they give. And I've been dealing with this for over 10 years. Why would you disrespect them? Make it make sense. Help me. Help me to understand a child's thinking. Why would you disrespect the people who take care of you, who love you, who give you Halloween stuff, they decorate the home for you. I'm sure they're not doing it for themselves. They give you every darn thing. I'm looking at a table here for kids, a kitchenette for a child, games, books, crayons, all kinds of stuff, a beautiful home. You got all this expensive stuff in here. Why would you disrespect the people who provide it?
Because
Yeah, so you listen to me, and I'm really proud of you because you're not affiliated with the gang stuff no more, right? Is that for sure? Ain't affiliated with the gang stuff. You're doing better in everything you do. Your mom says you're listening to her more. So I got you. I told you I would take care of your school supplies, your book bag, clothes, brand new stuff like shoes and shirts. I have a good connection, a partnership with a company who supplies these things to my kids who go through my program. You've excelled and done very well, and I'm proud of you. So you'll be getting all that stuff this week, and that's my word.
You know who I am? If you're a web designer with a lot of
I get back from vacation.
Watch carefully. What looks like an ordinary bus is actually decked out with unimaginable luxury on the inside. The driver, thanks to this high-end coach, became the wealthiest individual in town. The bus's interior is the epitome of opulence, especially the bottom compartment originally meant for luggage. It's been converted into an exclusive room for SVIP clients, complete with premium leather couches that give off the vibe of being on an extravagant cruise ship. There's also a flat-screen TV in the room, and upon opening a cabinet door, to everyone's surprise, a mini fridge is revealed. A cordless phone is embedded into the panel, allowing guests to call for service at any time. A touch of design that's truly user-centered. To maintain privacy and prevent disturbances, headphones are thoughtfully provided for the guests on one side. As the only luxury coach in the area, this bus prioritizes not just attentive service, but also passenger safety. Before each guest boards, a security detail conducts a thorough check to ensure the well-being of all on board. Before setting out, the driver makes sure the vehicle is spotless, even in the dusty environment of Pakistan, upholding stringent standards for cleanliness in the cabin. Looking ahead, there are plans to further upgrade this bus. What's your take on this luxurious coach?
can I invite my friend Chica?
Is he adopted?
Braxton, are you adopted? No, he's not. He's not adopted. He's not adopted.
Hey guys, it's Billy, and today we're gonna play some.
This is your sign to start using Bump with your friends.
I was on my flight from Miami to Los Angeles when my girlfriend said this.
These juices are playing. Where? In the bag. It's just.
Then I had my filmer walk by to get a video to see if it was actually him, but it wasn't the best, so I had him go back again.
Here he is.
That was definitely Central C, and I'm pretty sure that's his girlfriend next to him as well. Subscribe if I should go up to him.
The first time I got away with doing nothing, so how is it my fault?
No, because you're identified again. The only reason you got away with doing nothing is because nobody wanted to fill out a complaint on you.
That sounds stupid. How I get away with doing nothing? I got away with doing nothing because I did nothing.
No, because you guys did nothing.
The first time I got away.
School music, I like.
Yes, there is an app that allows you to see.
This new PS5 update will make. I can't stand that little bald.
I'm calling your dad, Braden.
What the Sigma? Why, Mr. B?
Because you put a nanny cam in the girls' locker room?
Oh, that's not actually a nanny cam. I just said that to look cool. Go ahead, squeeze it. See for yourself. Give it a little squeeze. Ah!
Damn it. I'm calling your dad.
Oh, don't, Mr. B. Please, dead ass. I'm telling you. Please, I'm begging you, no.
Hello, this is Mr. Schmaden.
Your name is Braden Schmaden?
No, Braden is my son. This is Braxton Schmaden. But you caught me right in the middle of something. If you just allow me to finish up real quick.
Like father, like son.
But this burble tune really isn't family friendly.
Welcome to the first unboxing.
Here are all of David Cross's voice roles. He is Crane in the Kung Fu Panda movies.
That smells good. Oh, you are a real...
Oh, hell yeah, baby!
Today is the last day for the 3DS and Wii U's online servers. This is officially the last day of these consoles' lifespans. The Nintendo 3DS was released 13 years ago on February 26, 2011, and roughly a year later, the Wii U would be released on November 18th, 2012. It's always sad to see a console reach the end of its lifespan, as it's no longer in the company's favor to keep these.
Palino Sanchez.
When astronauts use the toilet in space, even a small mistake can cause their urine and poop to float in the...
Okay, so if I did this correct...
This kid was going absolutely ham again. Tú no escribes nada, cabrón. Tú no haces nada. O sea, tú no haces nada. Yo lo escribí. Eres un pendejo, eso es lo que eres. Eres un baboso.
Be clear. I have nothing but respect for Canelo Alvarez as a fighter. His record and abilities speak for themselves. But he has spent much of the last 2 months insulting me rather than promoting this fight. So I'll make it a little bit easier for him. Yes, I have faced a lot of challenges in my life. Yes, I've been to rehab several times. Yes, there were some really low points.
Well, Boogie, let go! Let go! Kids, stop fighting or everyone's grounded until they're 18.
Tyrone, you better leave your baby sister alone.
Well, Boogie, I don't give a hot ounce what they say. You better let me have some juice.
Tyrone, I already said no.
Come on, I'm thirsty as hell.
Go ahead and reach over here and see what happens.
All I want is a little sip. Hey, what in the hell do you think of my beautiful Al's new tan?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know, so don't be jealous when all of the ladies want me. Tyrone, I don't think that's healthy. You're severely burnt. All I did was lay in the sun for 24 hours straight.
That's not possible.
Yes, it is. Just look at me. Why didn't you put on sunblock? If I'm trying to get a tan, why in the hell would I block the sun? You need to think. I don't think you know how sunblock works.
Don't worry, Tyrone. I got some sunblock for you. Ouch!
All right, babe, start up the car so we can scuzzlebud. Okay, what is scuzzlebud? Why are you making up words? I didn't make it up. Everyone says it. No, everyone doesn't, because I've never heard of this word. It's not my mom's fault that you're uncultured and lame. Tyrone, sit back. Nobody's talking to you. Babe, scuzzlebud is a real word, and everyone says it. Really? I bet you can't name one person that says that word. Matthew, you're crazy. It's a real word. Even I've heard someone say it before. Tyrone, who have you heard say scuzzlebud? My mom. Ha, see? Told you. Well, Boogie, let go! Let go! Kids, stop.
Do you remember Freddie's mom from
I would trade every name brand thing that you had just to be able to come home for a day. Just a day to be able to sit in the bed with you and listen to the radio. That little girl right there, that's my daughter. This is the first time she's seen me in over 6 months. Do you see what this is, what the reality of this is?
And the Edmonton Oilers.
Did you go to the woman you wrote it about?
Sometimes I write songs and I just leave them.
I watched iCarly and oh my God!
Spencer! I can't find it anywhere! I'm gonna go check Freddy's place.
No, wait, Sam, my door's locked. Just take my key. Don't break my...
If you're not changing that skin color...
Here you go.
Come here. You pick this one out. Here you go, baby. You're welcome.
You did not have to buy him another Easter vest.
Is that the one you wanted from Walmart?
Yes, ma'am.
Amir, you can get this one too.
You can have both of them, but which one you want the most?
You did not have to get him no. We got him this Easter. We made.
Grab this mechanical keyboard.
Did you see the theory going around how AirPods could actually be one of the most dangerous devices to use?
How are AirPods dangerous?
So a patent came out last year for the next generation of AirPods coming out, and it said that the new AirPods will be able to track brainwaves, brain activity, and biosignals. So it'll be able to track all these things just by sticking the earbud in your ear. So it'll be able to track your brain, your eyes, and your skin, all from the earbud.
So the new AirPods will be able to do all that.
Yeah, so people are theorizing it's really weird why AirPods would track brain activity, because why would you need that information just for earbuds? And have you ever had this happen to you when you're like thinking of something, but then a few minutes later on your phone, an ad pops up for the thing you were thinking about?
Yeah, I guess that has happened to me.
Yeah, so people are saying this is the technology that actually does that. So it will track your brain activity to know what you're thinking about, but then it'll give you videos and ads that cater to what your thoughts are. So say it's like a certain clothing brand or a certain like restaurant, it'll give you ads based on what you're thinking of.
I find that really hard to believe that they have that much technology in AirPods, but if that is really true, it is really scary that they have that.
Did you see the theory going around how AirPods could actually be one of the most dangerous devices to use?
How are AirPods dangerous?
So apparently there's a new filter that shows you what you look like when
headphones off, son.
What?
I need that yard cut. You need to get off and pause this fork knife.
You can't pause the game.
Pause it. Hey, you pause it or I'm going to pause your behind. Come on. I need that yard cut. You missed your spot right there.
Really? Give me a freaking
Hey.
break, Daddy. I'm so freaking tired.
You keep it up, I take them keys away. Yes, sir.
Keys away. Come on.
I gotta go inside. I gotta go inside. I'm hot. Oh, good Lord. Oh, my goodness. It just started to rain on me. Man, just come out of nowhere, huh? Yeah, you seen me? I was running.
You guys want to see something cool?
Hulu on Disney Plus is now available.
Cue the music.
With double the comedy, you can spend even more time doing this.
Fortnite is becoming GTA in Chapter 5 Season 3. So as you know, Season 3 is going to have an apocalypse theme. And with this, car hijacking is going to be added to the game. This means you can take people out of their own cars, just like in GTA. This could also mean that we get new types of vehicles, possibly with extra features like turrets. However, hopefully Fortnite don't add the Oppressor Mark 2 as well. So share this with your friends and let them know.
Eres un pendejo. Eres un pendejo, cabrón, porque están nomás ahí. Los que hacen todos son los que están detrás de ti. Tú eres un pendejo, nomás con la imagen, idiota. Sí. Cabrón.
Hey, Charlie. What you doing?
Time out.
What happened?
Alex back. Can I talk to you in here for a minute?
That's a timeout chair? The whole time I thought it was just Gabe's chair. What's going on?
Bob, I am so upset. Charlie said a bad word at school today.
What? What did you say? Our little girl said that?
Well, apparently she was making a macaroni necklace when some kid pushed her, knocked her macaroni onto the floor, and out came the word.
Well, at least you used it correctly.
Actually, her teacher said she's swearing at a second grade level.
I just can't picture our little angel saying something like that.
Me neither.
No, I'm sorry. You know what? Until I hear that myself, I don't believe it.
You're right. I mean, Charlie is the perfect combination of all of our kids. She's got the intelligence of Teddy, the sweetness of PJ, and none of Gabe.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh my goodness, chat. Put a duck in the chat.
I'm not collecting homework right now. Go ahead and have a seat and be quiet, please. I'll collect it later on. Everybody go ahead and start coming in. Have a seat and abs.
POV. Your little brother is trying to play GTA but has to keep a lookout because of the intro. The coast is clear. POV.
In any normal Photoshop tutorial, the goal.
Fucking pussy. Motherfucker.
All right. I'm asking for you too, motherfucker.
All right, let's turn our attention back to Canelo and Munguia as we are going to open the
fucking pussy.
Shit, bruh.
For gifts, maybe they'll gift you. Did you ever think about that?
You know you talk so motherfucking much. Have you ever thought
you
about
know what?
You talk so fucking much.
Ever since you requested me, all you have been doing is yapping. You're literally yapping the whole entire time, talking about how you cheat on your girlfriend.
Could we get back to why your headboard fucked up? Could you tell us what's the reason why?
Why does it matter why my headboard is messed up? It's vintage.
You keep saying, bro. Nobody.
It's really vintage. Are you like okay?
Teachers, lock your doors immediately and get everyone quiet down and out of sight. Attention staff and students, this building is in a lockdown. Teachers, lock your doors immediately and get everyone quiet down and out of sight. Attention. Teachers.
Can't believe my dad is actually getting married.
Never let Trevor win this race in GTA 5. In this mission, you must come behind this bank to activate the alarm by shooting it before waiting for the police, and Trevor will offer you a race against him. Except that your choice has a real consequence on the end of this mission. Since if you decide to take Trevor and you block Michael's car as soon as he starts to go on the road, if you take your gun to shoot into the tank of his vehicle, you will see that gasoline will start to flow onto the road, and if you follow it for several minutes, Michael's car will stop on the road, except that it's not over, since if you succeed in winning the race by arriving first in front of the store, you will be able to see that Trevor will say that.
Jesus, what took you so long?
Had to let you win. But even better, since Trevor will get out of the car to go towards his motorcycle, you decide to take it to put it on the roof. You will be able to see that he will stay there without moving, except that strangely, as soon as you approach him, you will see that he will start making weird signs with his hands. But it's not over, since if you continue to race by arriving first in front of the store, you will be able to see that Michael will say that.
What took you so long?
Never let Trevor win.
Jake Paul says that he's gonna effing put Mike down in the fight, that he can't mentally take a loss from him, and that if fans are sad about this, they could go watch soccer. Listen.
But if I put him down, he needs to...
Imagine.
Contrails 158, probably missing 5.
Alright boys, so an update on the Provenance and Folium emulator. They both got DMCA'd by Nintendo. As you guys can see right there, it says we have received a DMCA takedown, noticing regards, blah blah blah, your repo. As such, we have disabled public access to the repo. And same goes for the people who made Folium. They literally got the same DMCA. Apparently 8,000 other repos got wiped.
What? We just built the LAX airport on my Earth SMP server.
Oh! Oh! It looks bad from this side too.
Dad, I have to tell you something. It can wait. Uh-oh.
Hey, Dad. Great news. Garage door closes.
Guys, Charlie's birthday party is not our biggest problem. Uh-oh.
Why do you keep saying uh-oh?
Why do you think? The baby's coming.
Oh, okay, all right. We gotta get Mom to the hospital. Come on, honey, get in the car.
Car's in the wall, Bob. Come on, I'll drive. Ed's out front.
Ed? Who's Ed?
That's the name of my car.
Ed. So is that short for Edward? Edgar? Edwin? Ed
Bigger issues, PJ.
Okay, we really need to go.
Okay, go.
You guys have to throw Charlie her birthday party. I'm gonna drive Mom to the hospital.
Why do we always get the hard things?
No. I always thought you would be the first one to drive a car into the kitchen.
Me too.
Hey, how you doing, honey?
It'd be a lot better if you were quiet.
She wants me to be quiet. Gotta be quiet. Why can't I be quiet?
Dad, were you this panicky when the rest of us were born?
No. Because the first 4 times we did this, we were at a hospital.
We did this. Yeah, you want to take over? Okay, everybody, relax. We're on our way. We're going to be there shortly. Right after this slight delay.
You're out of gas. You're out of gas. Oh, Teddy, how could you be so irresponsible?
Says the guy who drove a car into our kitchen.
Oh! Ah!
If you have not played EAFC and you want to play it, bro, now's your chance, because it's gonna be free. Yeah, it's gonna be free after I paid $100 for it. I'm sorry if you have an Xbox, but if you have PlayStation Plus, you're gonna be able to play EAFC 24 for...
Well, your mom offers...
You can get a truck and work.
This is the perfect song for high school graduation, college graduation, when you ask your school crush out, if you get rejected by your crush, late night studying, when you get no sleep at all because of homework, frat parties, if you need motivation, if you get cheated on, when you finish finals, studying abroad, swiping on Tinder, and finally, the first day of summer break. This is the perfect song for high school graduation, college...
Now we need one last thing, you know what it is. Guys, my girlfriend's calling.
The best podcast.
Oscar de la Hoya, el hombre de la polémica en Las Vegas.
Sí, no, que Jaime ganando, el sábado va a ser una victoria para México. Mira, y esta pelea yo la he pedido por un jodal de tiempo. No se recuerdan que
Found yourself scrolling again. If you're up between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. tonight, you may want to keep your eyes to the sky. This is a look at the aurora forecast for Wednesday night into Thursday. The KP index for this geomagnetic storm is a 5. Which means that auroral activity will be pretty high for this. As a side note, the KP index, or the planetary K index, is used to identify the size of a geomagnetic storm. This red line is the view line, so anywhere...
I always get the question, how...
Nintendo's about to shut down the servers.
You guys have to get on.
Gets the Fortnite level up, Sal.
Y'all gotta check this out. This dude on Better Pictures turned 5.
Oh, look, it's a normal shot of Gabriel Jesus. Psych, we can fly around the stadium. Let's go and check it out. Oh, let's go and check out the box seats. Oh my god, these are just images. Why does it like stretch like that? That's so weird. It's the same image, just repeated. Look at us the whole way at the very back of the stadium. Why is the pitch so bright? And this is what the Emirates looks like from above. Oh my god, why is the roof so massive? And here we are outside the stadium, the cannons, the Arsenal sign, the famous Emirates Stadium sign, victory through harmony. Oh my god, and here's the tunnel. Oh yeah, that is nice. What we thinking, Mikel? What we thinking? He's staring at the Real Madrid fans. He's pissed. We can even sit on the bench and watch a goal go in. We scored. Oh look, it's a normal shot of Gabriel Jesus. Psych, we can fly.
Welcome to chat.
Did you ever feel like you felt left out or like kind of missed the opportunity of being in the New York house? Like,
What do you mean the fit is not hard? You just...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please sit down. Thank you very much for being here for what I truly believe will be the changing of the guard of Mexican boxing from Canelo Alvarez to Jaime Munguia. My sole purpose in this promotion is to support Jaime, an undefeated, incredible talent who deserves a stage and spotlight at this point of his career. However, I would be remiss if I didn't respond to the man I used to promote. He seems to have trouble remembering who helped him become a true global star. To be clear, I have nothing but respect for Canelo Alvarez as a fighter. His record and abilities speak for themselves.
Hey there, future mayors.
Sweetheart, listen to me. This is the...
He's not doing it. It's not.
No talking, no chewing gum, no electronic devices. Be forewarned. If you download any essay off of the internet, you will be downloaded into detention. So, let's start the year off on the right foot, and all do our own work. I expect you to take notes.
Beep, 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 beep. Know what that is? My loser detector. Beep, beep, beep.
Jesse Aarons. I got it from your sisters. I certainly do not need it from you. That goes for you as well.
He hit me. You're dead meat.
Scott Hoger and Gary Fulcher, be quiet. Now, back to what we were discussing before we were so rudely interrupted.
Sweet sneaks, Aarons. You wear your sister's hand-me-down underwear too? He asked you a question, Twinkle Toes.
Give it to me. Give it. Hey, that's my lunch. Yeah, I found it.
Okay, that's enough.
Consider it a free lunch program, farmer boy.
All right, settle down.
Good one, Dennis. What do you call your teacher again? I want to tell Alexandra.
Monster Mouth, now scoot.
Alexandra, they call her Monster Mouth Myers.
I said scoot.
No talking, no chewing gum.
Candace finally busted Phineas and Ferb. Every episode, Candace finds Phineas and Ferb creating some crazy invention or going on some insane adventure. But by the time she gets her parents to look, everything just so happens to be gone, with not a trace of evidence left. But one time, Candace sees a flying car that the boys created, and the landing tower that's in their backyard. So like always, she rushes to get her mom to look, but to everyone's surprise, it's still there. The mom is shocked. Candace has been telling the truth this whole whole time, so her mom feels awful and apologizes to her. Then she turns to the boys and yells at them for their dangerous and reckless behavior. But it seems like the boys are going to be left off the hook because no real danger ever came from all their wacky inventions and adventures. But the tower they were working on ends up toppling over and lands right on the house, destroying it. Phineas and Ferb have officially been busted, and they get sent off to reformatory school. This school was super strict, and they tried to destroy any imagination or creativity any of the students had. Meanwhile, Candace, who's finally free of her brother's antics, actually starts to miss them, and she discovers the brutal methods of the school and decides she needs to break them out. But by the time Candace gets to them, Phineas and Ferb are broken and hardened men, and they refuse to escape. Candace confesses that all this time, she should have been proud of her brothers and their creativity.
I just met Messi the other day.
I don't want to talk about that.
Hey.
Have a nice game out there.
Have fun out there. I was so nervous. Have you met Ronaldo?
Yes, I have.
What did you say?
He acted just like that. No, I did not.
Oh my God, I love you, bro.
I forgot what I said, bro. I was just like,
have fun out there.
No, I did not. I didn't say that.
I just met Messi.
All right, new FaZe Clan member. Let's see.
Yeah? You want me to come over and rub oil and peanut butter all over your thighs?
Yo! Wait.
Okay. I can make that work. I just want you on top of me.
Lacey's the new member? There's no way, bro. I love this guy. No way Lacey's the new member. He might single-handedly save FaZe.
Hey guys, just got back from the gym. I did 100 bench.
Who's calling?
Who is unknown? I want you on top of me right now. Kissing my neck.
Yo.
Lacey! Banks? Phase the fuck up.
No way! Banks!
Lacey, what's good,
bro?
baby?
How you been?
What is this?
It's been rough out here, bro.
Let's walk in, baby.
Yo!
I'm ready, bro. Fuck. Hey, what's my line again?
Cut.
Come on. You always doing this shit,
No, my God.
That's fire, bro. That's so fire. FaZe Lacey. Let me know what you guys think about the new FaZe members. And
it turns out Apple may have been fibbing about how good for the environment they are. Shocker.
And then he just drives up. I'm going the wrong way.
Water. Video games that have lost their identity. The time has come. We're going to jump right into it. This is going to be a long one. So Call of Duty is a first-person shooter, a military simulator first-person shooter if you want to believe that. Beginning in 2003, the first 3 entries primarily focused...
Where are they now? Every cast member from the...
Some people just...
There are no golden arches at this McDonald's. I'm in Sedona, Arizona, and at this McDonald's right here, they couldn't have yellow M's. Why? Because Sedona doesn't allow yellow M's on their signs, and so what do we got? We got the home of the blue M. There's only 7 McDonald's around the world that don't have yellow M's. Where are the other ones? One of them is in Monterey, and you know what? I got a video at that place too. There are no gold...
Biggie's driver license.
People are pulling up. On the Holy Quran, there's cars outside.
What? How many?
Cars that's pulling up. They're saying, Modin, Modin. Who's that? Is it because of what I said? Be honest. On the Holy Quran, I'm telling you. What's more than the Holy Quran? People are pulling up.
Optimus Prime and Toad, mouth wide open.
This DoorDash driver.
He trash. Dad, I thought you was at work. I didn't know that you was...
You playing the video game? Where'd you get the controllers?
No,
Is she gonna take him?
Did you know there's actually a 4th Powerpuff Girl? Everyone knows Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, but have you heard of Bunny? The Powerpuff Girls have so much on their plate, from protecting the city, to fighting crime, to doing their chores. It's just too overwhelming for them. So they decided they needed another sister to help with the workload. They sneak into the professor's lab and try to create a new Powerpuff Girl. The only issue is they didn't have the ingredients they needed. Instead of sugar, they use artificial sweetener. Instead of spice, they use twigs, and for everything nice, they just throw anything you can imagine in there, including a knuckle sandwich. Then, once they add the chemical X, the mixture explodes. Rather than a little girl emerging from the clouds, it ends up being this giant, hideous monster of a Powerpuff Girl. The girls try to befriend their newly created sister, and they even give her the name Bunny, but Bunny can barely even talk. Regardless, the Powerpuff Girls send Bunny off to fight crime so they can relax. But Bunny just has no idea what she's doing. Instead of fighting the criminals, she's she's attacking police officers. And instead of saving the town, she's breaking out the criminals. So the girls track her down and they tell Bunny she's just not cut out to be a Powerpuff Girl. Bunny cries and flies away, leaving the other girls deal with her mess. All of the criminals that have now escaped start beating up on the Powerpuff Girls. But once Bunny hears her sister's cries, she goes back to the town and unleashes all of her powers on the criminals, saving her sisters. She was able to take them out all on her own because that's how much she cared about the Powerpuff Girls. But using so much power at once ended up breaking down Bunny's chemical composition and ultimately left her as the original ingredients. And so she vanished, but not before proving that she truly is a Powerpuff Girl. Did you?
Story time exposing my sister and her viral prom video. Now I'm sure you guys have seen our video because it literally got 50 million views and went mega viral. Because she was a dum-dum and fell in the pool. Now number one, who in full glam that you just paid for to get done and in a gorgeous dress dances around a pool in about 7-inch stilettos. Yeah, it was inevitable that she was gonna fall in, but I'm mad because that dress is mine. And I was like, yes, you can wear the dress, because she really wanted to do like a How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days moment in a yellow dress because her school colors are yellow, and she thought it would be very cute going along with the theme. It was very like junior prom. So I wasn't furious that she was wearing it. But I didn't expect the dress to go in the pool and get absolutely ruined because my dad had just opened our pool and all the chemicals like bleached the dress out, and it's done for. So there is down one of my dresses. Now after the first dress got ruined, she popped out in this number, which is why I'm actually furious. And some of you guys may be like, why are you so mad? Because that dress is also mine. Now I'm mad because number one, she didn't ask permission to wear this Giovanni Couture that I worked all year for to buy myself, and it was
But anything could be considered seasoning. What seasonings do you like on pizza?
Toenail clippings.
Hear me out, y'all.
Why is my son being sent home?
Well, the school has a zero tolerance policy for any form of hate speech.
What idiot came up with that?
Ever gotten?
Did he ask for?
Come on, I want to get going for the pyramid. Where are you? Girls! This is ridiculous. I just saw the moms at the front desk a few minutes ago. And where are the girls? I don't know what's going on, but if they're trying to piss me off, mission accomplished. I should be in there doing the pyramid. I don't know where everybody is. Nobody's heard a word from them. There's people standing in the parking lot. Is that someone sitting on the ground like a dog?
Melissa.
Really? I am tired of this. The moms are outside in my parking lot. I've had it. I'm gonna go out there and find out what's going on. Ladies, what's going on? Come on, I wanna get going for the—
Did you miss me? Did you miss me?
What do you mean the fit is not hard? You're just a hater. Well, the devil can't scrap with the Lord. Now let me say I'm the big.
Big booty bitch.
Man.
Do you like chocolate?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Walmart added a really dumb button that says free TV right in the middle of their brand new ONN Pro Box remote. Now, did they make it customizable so you can bring it to an app you actually want to go to? Of course not. It just brings you to the Google Live TV section. But we already know there's a way to reprogram this button, and I think we all know what we're going to be changing it to. I don't know why, but Walmart...
Axel!
You didn't flip your sister? What is the matter with you? I cannot believe you wouldn't flip your sister.
It's embarrassing.
Doesn't matter, Axel. You flip your family.
You weren't there. Look.
Oh, you can't stop to flip your sister, but you have time to take a picture?
Worse, I got sent a picture of Turtle Girl by 37 different people.
Oh no.
Thank you. Do you get it now? Do you see how she is ruining my life?
What about Turtle Girl's feelings? You ever think how Turtle Girl feels?
Turtle Girl never had anything to lose.
Stop calling me Turtle Girl!
I've worked too hard being too awesome, and Sue is not gonna drag me down to dorkdom with her. I'm out! I put my foot down. I'm not driving her anymore.
Hey, I'm I'm the mom, you're the child. You do not have a foot to put down, and you're not telling me what you're not doing.
That's weird, cuz I'm not driving her. You can't make me.
You don't seem to understand how things work around here. So I'm gonna do you a favor and clear it up for you. I'm in charge, so I'm on top. And underneath, Axel, Sue, and Brick. Get it? Okay, are we all clear?
Why am I under Axel?
It's just a random order.
It doesn't look random. It looks like you think Axel is above me.
Only in looks, intelligence, charisma, and personality.
What about Dad? I don't see Dad.
Fine. And Dad, right up there with me, and above you three, who are listed here in a random order.
That's not right. That goes above you.
What? Well, no, he doesn't.
That was my understanding.
Wait, you think that? You think Dad goes above me? Hey, Mike, your kids have the crazy idea that in the hierarchy of this house, you're in charge.
Okay.
Okay? Okay? Wait, you agree with that? You think that's accurate?
I don't know. I just got home. It's not inaccurate. See? That's what I said.
What? Why? What, because he's a man and I'm a woman? Why would you think he's in charge?
Well, he's scarier.
And he pays the bills and stuff.
Okay, first of all, we are equally scary. We're equal in everything. We are equal. Just look at the chart.
You made a chart?
Last again. I'm always last.
So this is what's happening outside the plane. Meanwhile, everybody is standing on the inside. Olivia is about to drive this air bridge and attach it to the upstairs door on this Emirates A380. And we're gonna watch exactly how it's done. She's gonna teach us what buttons she has to press.
So as I go forward, I have to lift it up.
So we're moving forward because she's pressing this forward and she's got that button pressed down to go up as well at the same time. You can actually see it moving. This is extending while we're doing this. What are you looking out for?
So obviously, as you can see, we're going over the wing.
We are literally going over the wings of the aeroplane right now, so we have to make sure we don't get too close. So we can hear a beeping noise, and that's because it sensed that there's an aeroplane there, so it slows down the speed just as a safety feature. One thing you got to be very careful of as well is that these things, these pitot-static tubes, you got to make sure you avoid as you're driving this air bridge. 3, 2, 1. This is a canopy that opens up there as well, and this canopy is just to seal us all up. Look at that. Olivia is going to give the crew a knock and a thumbs up. And now the door's about to open. Here we go. If you want to work for Donata, actually dispatching aircraft here at airports across the UK, they are hiring right now. You could be doing exactly what Olivia is doing right now, driving air bridges onto aircraft, literally managing the operations at the airport, just like that. So this is what's happening.
I managed to see Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, so here's my spoiler review. I thought the film was delayed, but apparently Sony released the movie a few days ago, but they actually pulled a Sony and forgot to market it. And it pains me to say this, but this film is a massive step down from the first two films in every possible way. I feel like they definitely should have delayed it and taken their time on it just like the first two. The story feels half-baked and the animation is kind of bad. It's like you're watching storyboards and—
I cannot believe we're back again. Ladies, what's going on? It is too early for this. The bell hasn't even rung. It's too early to be getting injured. You're fine. Go drink water. You should be fine. What do you need? Your what? Your head hurts? You cannot sleep here right now. Go ahead and put this in your head and you should be fine. Here you go. No, put this in your head and you should be fine. Third time this week. Hi, Mrs. Lopez? Yes, it's the school nurse. You could start sending 5 kids at a time. We're having an annual life checkup. Okay, thank you. I'll see them in a bit. Have a good one. You should be fine, but make sure you shower next time, okay? Because that smell wasn't acceptable. Next, put your head down. Let me double check. Olivia, put your hair down. Let me double check. Olivia, go ahead and step to the left. Hi, with the parents of Olivia Lopez? Yes, hi, Miss Lopez. This is a school nurse. Unfortunately, you're going to have to come pick up your daughter because she has lice. Correct. Yeah, piojos, correct. Cannot believe we're back.
Drake made his fans cried, and what happened next is insane. Fans noticed a big statue next to Drake, and the statue in the back was to honor the late great Virgil Abloh. However, the statue had its own paper airplane in its hands, Later in the night, the paper airplane took off from the statue and into the crowd. Fans noticed the guy controlling it in the stands, and fans just wanted to watch the amazing tribute. All of the sudden, the airplane actually hit someone in the crowd, and if you love Drake, subscribe. Drake made his fan visions.
Turbo had no other choice but to become the villain in Wreck-It Ralph. We first learn about Turbo while Sergeant Calhoun and Felix are walking in Sugar Rush, trying to find Ralph. Felix says he never thought Ralph would go turbo, and has to explain to Calhoun what that means. So when the arcade first opened, a game called Turbo Time was the most popular game, and probably the only racing game. Felix explains he loved the attention he got. So when a new game called Road Blasters was installed, with better graphics and gameplay, we are led to believe that Turbo became jealous, because he just simply wasn't getting enough attention, and while yes, that might slightly be true, I think it could be for other reasons as well. Turbo Time is now an outdated racing game, and we can see that it's not been played as much anymore. That has to be extremely stressful, because with time, Mr. Litwack would find Turbo Time a waste of space, because no one is playing it and it would get unplugged. So Turbo could have potentially been trying everything in his power to keep his game relevant, so this wouldn't happen. Also, we know all these characters are coded to be a certain way, so there are some things you have to blame the programmers for. Turbo is obviously the main character of his game, and it was coded with the purpose of being the best and the center of attention. It even seems the other characters in the game are just a worse version of him. So that has led him to be extremely narcissistic from birth. But anyways, he goes into Road Blasters and tries to take over the game, which he does, and it gets unplugged, which could have been a victory, but it backfired, and Turbo got his game unplugged as well, and he dies. Okay, not really. So further in the movie, Vanellope is racing King Candy, and he's trying as hard as he can not to let her cross the finish line. But during this, we get to see his real identity. King Candy has actually been Turbo this entire time. Now knowing this leaves us with so much more to unpack about Turbo instead of just one little story Felix told. So we first meet King Candy when Ralph enters Sugar Rush. We see all the racers lining up at the start line, and King Candy comes out claiming, "Hello, my royal subjects, ha ha ha, have some candy." Honestly, from the first impression, he seems pretty fun and happy, and no one can really tell he's evil. The word subject does hint at him controlling the world though, as well as when he says, "Wipe the slate clean," which is practically what he did. Also, he does explain the magic loophole Vanellope will find, which is that if you're one of the first 9 people to pass the finish line, you are put on the roster for the next day. But honestly, nothing here is very suspicious yet. Vanellope sneaks up and throws in her gold necklace she stole from Ralph to join the race. By the way, if it wasn't for Ralph, she would have never been able to attend this race, because you need a gold coin to enter this race, and you can only get one from winning a race. But anyways, we then learn that she is a glitch, and no one there, especially King Candy, wants her to race. But still, from this conflict, King Candy doesn't really seem like a villain yet. It just seems as if he wants to stop the quote-unquote monster from racing. Turbo had no other choice but to become the villain in Wreck-It Ralph.
Driving through, they're going to be striking the sets.
George Lopez! No!
I saw the back of his
No way! That was George Lopez!
We called him, we're like, what are we
Oh my gosh, you guys, no freaking way. That was George Lopez. Damn, he has long hair.
Driving through, they're going to be
I am sick of editing videos, but to send those massive video files to an...
Ahora veremos, Homero trabaja demasiado. Le dije a la enfermera, tome su vacuna para el tétanos y aplíquesela.
Así se habla, papá.
Por supuesto.
No nos has dicho por qué te mordió Lenny.
Bueno, es que no le dejé otra salida, verás.
¡Miserables carnívoros!
¿Pizza?
Ustedes no. Voy a protestar contra este asqueroso restaurante llamado El Matadero. Está decorado con cadáveres carcomidos y una fuente con sangre.
Oh, mencionaron ese lugar en la cocina de Colorina.
Lo peor de todo es que eliges a tu res y la sacrifican frente a tus ojos.
Bueno, tal vez a los animales no les moleste tanto. ¿Disfrutarían siendo el centro de atención?
Supe que a las reses les gusta ser sacrificadas.
Oigan, ¿existe un lugar así en Springfield? Entonces, ¿por qué comemos esta basura? Vámonos, familia. Iremos a El Matadero.
No necesitabas tirar la comida al piso.
¿En serio?
El Matadero.
Anda, la osa es mejor de lo que Lisa comentó.
¡Oh! Una cesta gratuita con pezuñas. Ensalada de res en mazorca, refrito frito de res. ¿Hay algo que no tenga carne?
Lo dudo.
Vientos, el menú también está hecho de carne. Es un pollo bien aplanado.
¡Qué ingenioso! El menú de niños está en el pico.
Creo que quiero... aquella. Un poco indiferente, ¿verdad? Deme aquella simpática, amiga. Oh, ni siquiera intentó defenderse. ¿Por qué no escoge alguna para mí? Pensándolo bien, creo que solo quiero un vaso con leche de aquella vaca.
¡Un momento! ¿Este es el corte más grande? ¿2 kilogramos? Creí que este establecimiento servía carne y resulta ser una casa de té para niñas bonitas con calzones color de rosa.
Existe un corte que solo preparamos bajo pedido. Se llama Sirloin Hamas. Es del tamaño de un deslizador.
¡Quiero uno! ¿Y para beber? Albóndigas.
Muy bien, señor. Damas y caballeros, este valiente parroquiano ha aceptado el reto de Sirloin Hamas. Enfrentará a su estómago contra 7 kilogramos de indomable carne.
Desgusto por valiente.
Solo 2 personas han podido terminar todo el corte.
Rojo Barkley y Tony Randall. Si quiere un buen consejo, amigo, yo no atacaría ese corte tan pronto.
¡Ah, no! ¿Y usted qué sabe al respecto? ¿Muro de la fama? ¿Es usted? ¡El de la foto! ¡Usted es Tony Randall!
Red Barkley. Soy camionero y he comido carne de costa a costa con papas y pan. Escuche mi consejo, esto no es para aprendices.
¿Aprendices? ¿Quién es un aprendiz? ¿Qué cosa es un aprendiz?
Es un insulto. Golpéalo, viejo. Golpéalos a todos.
Está celoso porque ya no tiene estómago para comer, señor sin barriga. Señor sin nada de barriga.
Bueno, acabo de comerme un carnero, pero creo que puedo aceptar el reto. Adelante, muchachito.
¡Ay, mamacita, qué pedazote!
¿Es conveniente ingerir tanta comida, doctor?
No lo había considerado así antes de comprar el 12% de este restaurante, pero ahora pienso que una dieta balanceada puede incluir uno que otro concurso de comida.
¿Pero y si se ahoga?
No se preocupe, tenemos un equipo muy moderno de Heimlich.
Maniobrador Heimlich. A la izquierda, el orgullo de los camioneros de América, el confiable Rojo Barkley. Y a la derecha, Homero.
¡Sí!
I'm sick of editing videos.
Curious George is a test subject, and the man with the yellow hat is not his friend at all, but actually a scientist there to run tests on George to study his problem-solving skills and ability to adapt in a social environment. Ever wondered why throughout the show, the man's distinctive attire is a yellow hat and suit? Always dressed formally for no occasion at all, is it possible that the frequent use of yellow and the iconic hat serve as a psychological tool to maintain a level of influence over George, symbolizing authority and control, and subconsciously influencing him without him even knowing it? This theory could explain why throughout the show, George constantly mistakes the hat for a banana and is overly drawn to it in majority of the episodes. The man with the yellow hat can often be seen as sometimes making notes or commenting on George's behavior. This could be seen as evidence that he could be collecting data on George's learning and problem-solving abilities, much like a scientist would. And what makes this theory even more interesting is the fact that the man's real name is never mentioned by a single character throughout the show, and he is always referred to as the man with the yellow hat. This highlights the fact that nobody really knows who this guy really is, adding a more suspicious aspect to this theory that could make it true. Curious George is a test subject, and the man with the yellow hat is not his friend at all, but actually a scientist there to run tests on George to study his problem-solving skills and ability to adapt in a social environment. Ever wondered why throughout the show, the man's distinctive attire is a yellow hat and suit? Always dressed formally for no occasion at all, is it possible that the frequent use of yellow and the iconic hat serve as a psychological tool to maintain a level of influence over George?
A guy on social media is currently going viral after the sign that he made asking his girlfriend to go to prom with him. So here is the sign and...
Put the door back on. Good boy. No, I didn't.
These are the creepiest things hidden within children's games. In Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots, you'll find a bunch of these toy boxes spread around the game. And if you decide to use cheats to see what's on the back, you'll find a strange message. I'll hug you, you'll never sleep again, I'll kill your parents. Then there's the Game Boy camera, an accessory for the Game Boy that lets you take pictures and edit them. While exploring the main menu, you'll notice a weird run option. Clicking it once brings up a photo of Africa. And if you keep on clicking it, you will get one of these images with the text saying, "Who are you running from?" And when you try to leave, you'll get another image saying, "Don't be so silly." Finally, in Little Big Planet Karting, if you take a look within the game files, you'll find 39 unused test levels, one being just this empty level with a finish line. And if you decide to beat this level, a bull with bleeding eyes will appear. These are the creepiest things.
Hey, Mom, where's Adrian?
I don't know, Colton. Your brother must be busy.
I don't want my own brother to miss my graduation party. He's always been there for me. Where could he be?
You're pathetic, Cobalt! This city will be mine!
Not today, loser! Hey, bro.
Dude, where are you? You're missing my graduation party.
Sorry, I'm a bit tied up right now. I'm picking up your cake right now. I'll be right there. See? I told you, I'm here! Sorry for being late.
Oh no! Am I late to the party? How rude of me!
I'll handle this jerk. Just stay safe. That was easy.
Wow, that was incredible! Everyone please line up for a picture with Cobalt. Isn't he amazing?
What the heck, Mom? This is my party, not his.
Deal with it, Colton. Your brother is a superhero.
Yeah, and you obviously love him more than me. Huh? What's this? Oh my gosh, no way! Adrian, guess what?
What is it, dude?
I got my first interview as a design assistant at Gucci.
Oh, wow, all your hard work is paying off. I'm so proud of you. When is it?
It's on Tuesday.
Colton, what are you doing? You know you're not supposed to be distracting Adrian while he's working out.
Mom, Colton's got an interview with Gucci.
Yeah, I could be a design assistant.
I don't care. You know how important Adrian's training is.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to tell him and you.
It could have waited until later. Now leave your brother alone.
I can't believe it. She doesn't care about me at all, does she?
Yes, she does, dude. She's her mom. She loves the both of us.
I don't know, man. She has a real funny way of showing it.
Well, boys, are we done?
I'm done.
Yeah, Mom. Thanks for dinner.
Of course. Anything for my superhero son.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, great. Just some lowlives robbing a bank. Again.
Well, you better go stop them, honey. Cobalt has a job to do.
Right, okay. I'll see you at home.
I wish your father was still alive to see your brother like this. He would be so proud of him.
I hope he would be proud of me too.
Well, your brother is a superhero, and you're not. It's different.
What, so you think just because I'm not that he wouldn't be proud of me then?
Oh, stop. You're being dramatic, and you're so jealous of your brother.
I'm not jealous.
Yes, you are. You need to grow up, Colton. You know what? I think you need to walk home. Maybe that will change your attitude.
What the heck? Wow, thanks, Mom.
Dude, when you get a job at Gucci, do you get, like, a discount?
I don't know, Ty. Maybe.
Oh, I hope so. You know how proud I am of you. This has been your dream for years.
Yeah, I know. And it might just come true. I'm happy you're excited for me, dude. My mom definitely isn't.
I don't get why she treats Adrian like a king and treats you, well, like, trash.
I don't either, man. It's been like this ever since my dad died, though.
Well, maybe if you get the job, you can move out and get away from all of this.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Colton, do you think you can fix my cape? I got it torn, and Mom wanted you to fix it so I don't look stupid.
Of course, man.
Oh, by the way, I'm opening my superhero gym, and I want both of you to go. Oh, superhero gym? Oh, sweet!
Of course, dude. When is it?
It's tomorrow.
Wait, what? But my interview's tomorrow afternoon.
Ah, you know, it's okay, man. We open the gym early, and you can do both. I'll even fly you there myself.
Oh, okay then.
AI now allows you to generate...
Before each flight, pilots must conduct what's called a walk-around. Regardless of it being cold or raining, one of the pilots will get out of the cockpit to do a quick checkup on the airplane to make sure it's healthy and fit to fly the next leg. This includes checking the engines, landing gear, and several other important components. Fly2Sky Airlines let us borrow an Airbus A320 so a pilot could show you what they check in the walk-around. Watch the full video on YouTube.
This is the only one of these in the world.
Sí, hay que hacerlo, hay que hacerlo. Hay que hacerlo, pero...
You like Israel?
Yes!
Oh, maybe you should go visit Israel. You, Tom Cotton here.
Okay.
You write letter to Iran?
I did, yes. Yeah.
You like writing letters?
I guess.
How you write letter when you have no hand?
Oh, God!
Watch this. Obama from downtown. Okay. You go now. Ted Cruz.
All right.
Come sit
I gave my younger brother $1 and I couldn't even believe
Denzel Crocker has maybe the saddest origins of any cartoon character. It's March 15th, and Crocker is acting even crazier than usual. Timmy can't understand why Crocker gets so bent out of shape when March 15th rolls around every year, so he starts to do some digging. Timmy wishes to travel back in time and finds a young Denzel Crocker talking to two parrots, and those two parrots just so happen to be Cosmo and Wanda. Timmy is shocked, but Cosmo and Wanda seem to have no memory of this at all. Timmy figures something devastating must have happened to Crocker and his fairies, and so the next day comes. It's March 15th, and Crocker's ready to make his big speech on his big day. But in the middle of the speech, his Cosmo has a lapse of judgment and almost blurts out that he has fairies. Luckily, Wanda was able to turn off the mic just in time, and Timmy starts to explain that he's here to save Crocker from losing his fairies. But Cosmo ended up turning the microphone back on and reveals himself to the audience as a fairy. Then Jorgen shows up and punishes Crocker, taking away his fairies and wiping his memory. But he was able to get a piece of Cosmo's hair and put it in the DNA tracker before it happens, writing down fairies do exist. The crowd turns into an angry mob and chases Crocker away. Now Crocker has to live the rest of his tortured life with this unexplained feeling in his gut that fairies are real, driving him to insanity, his own personal hell. Denzel Crocker has—
Check out these fast food releases from KFC, Taco Bell, Little Caesars, Wendy's.
Quick!
Excuse me? Pick a number 1 through 100.
99.
75.
Put that down. That's a Chanel purse. I wasn't gonna take it. You're darn right you're not gonna take it. That's why I'm watching you. Maybe I want to buy it.
I was never loved as a child, and my parents disowned me. Hey, I'm Squidward, and this is my story. You probably know me as the one who's always sad or gloomy, but there is a reason behind it. As a kid, I was never shown any appreciation or love by my family. We used to live in Squid City, nasty town filled with crime and terror. One day, out of nowhere, my mother and father left me in search of a green amulet that could grant them giant powers. They left behind a note telling me how much of a disappointment I was, and I was forced to leave my home and go to Bikini Bottom. I met a young sponge named SpongeBob and moved in across the street from him. Nothing was ever the same, and I was never the happy squid I once was so long ago. I swore that I would take revenge on my parents for what they did to me, and they would pay for their actions.
New top secret footage suggests that dinosaurs still exist. You may have heard of the CIA camp in Peru called Unit 6. And there are a whole host of conspiracy theories that have been made about this camp. Like, people think it's a house for aliens. Now, back in 2017, this man named Diego Lopez decided he was gonna solve this place's mysteries no matter what it took. He decided to sneak onto the secret base. He drove to the forest and parked nearby, and he put on a fake CIA vest and badge. And somehow he was able to enter with his camera. Now, rather than discovering aliens, Diego discovered hundreds of dinosaurs. Now, how no one figured out he wasn't supposed to be there, I have no idea. Like, how did this slide? And that's not even the craziest part. Like, some of these dinosaurs that he discovered were over 30 feet tall. He quickly took a video and then ran to his car and drove to his house. As you previously saw, there are some clips of the video that is still online. However, Diego has not been heard from since. Now, the videos that I previously showed you are from a video game. This is a creepypasta. Send this to a friend to prank them. Follow my—
Damn, man. I show speed just put—
Weaves aren't ready, but you can talk to your—
Richard, I'm sorry we had to bring my cousin to the movies with us. I know you wanted to see Dastardly Daniel 8, but now we can't because he's here. Who said we can't? The guy who took our tickets? Yeah, remember? He said I'm too little to watch Dastardly Daniel 8, but I'm the perfect age to watch Jiggly Jiggly Wow Wow. The dude took our tickets already. He has no control over us anymore.
Cuando fui a cantar, me encontró ratón. Te pedí papel y el tonto ratón.
¿Todo listo para la junta secreta, Smithers? Sí, señor. No quiero que nadie sepa sobre esto. Es dinamita periodística.
Señor, puede haber micrófonos aquí. Shh. Bien, ya podemos hablar.
No, apáguelo. Dinamita periodística. Convenido. Suministraré a su grupo terrorista con uranio mortal.
Es un buen lacayo del gran Satán.
Oh, por supuesto.
¡Ay, me encanta espiar!
No se preocupe por las emanaciones. Serán aspiradas por esa ventila. Este lugar se está cayendo.
¿Y quién venderá el uranio a los terroristas? Montgomery Burns. Enviar. Y ahora esperemos.
¡Suéltenme! ¡Soy inocente!
¡Ay, qué rápido!
Otorgamos el premio Pulitzer de este año al señor X. Desgraciadamente, ya que no sabemos quién es, el dinero del premio será destinado a los niños que mueren de hambre.
¡No! ¡No! ¡Yo soy el señor X! ¡Deme!
¿Quién es ese hombre? ¿Qué hace ahí? ¿Qué hace? Necesitamos pruebas.
¡Tarán!
Él es el señor X.
¡Gracias, amigos! Y ahora voy a revelar aún más conspiraciones secretas y después... ¡Ay! ¡Me di en la...
Me enorgullece que hayas ganado el Pulitzer.
¡Al fin!
Pero me siento mal por los niños que mueren de hambre.
Ellos ya están con Dios.
¡Oh, qué bien! ¿Ah?
Hola, jóvenes, ¿cómo van? Ay, no se preocupen por eso del señor X. Solo vengo para una cerveza.
La verdad, ya no quiero que vengas, Homero. Tengo muchos secretos. Prefiero seguir en la clandestinidad. Secretos verdaderamente terribles.
Vuelo a otro Pulitzer.
Pues sí, Elena, como dice en la Biblia, después hablamos.
¡Ay, mira! Ya nadie visita mi página web. De hecho, mi contador está bajando.
Bueno, no puedes poner noticias si no tienes ninguna.
¡Pero qué buena idea! ¡Voy a inventar noticias!
Ay, al menos quítate la medalla del Pulitzer cuando digas eso.
Vamos a ver... Boletín. Se descubre una nueva raza. Vive 20 centímetros bajo... Denver.
Ay, papá.
Todos se apellidan Godínez. O... Botines.
El señor X dice que el inglés y el alemán son el mismo idioma. ¡Qué sorpresa!
Controla nuestra... There's no prize in here. There's supposed to be a prize.
You took it out yesterday.
I know, but I put it back in so I'd have something to look forward to.
Bob, where are you?
Can I have a minute?
Well, hurry up! You're missing quality family time! Gabe, stop hitting the toaster.
But it's taking forever. I don't even remember what I put in here.
Okay, Charlie, I will get you your juice in just a minute, honey. Oh, even Charlie's in a mood.
Morning.
Bob, did you forget to do something?
I'll kiss you tonight.
No, you only shaved half your face.
Ick. Maybe this is how I like to wear it now.
Well, it looks ridiculous. What if I decided just to brush half my hair?
Thought you already made that decision.
Oh, you are going down, mister. Wait, stop. Did you guys hear that?
I don't hear anything.
Exactly. The barking stopped.
Well, at least Charlie's getting some sleep.
Why did Mrs. Dabney have to get that stupid dog anyway? Why don't you get something that made less noise? Like a fish.
Okay, fish don't make any noise.
Wish you were a fish.
Can we all agree that thing is a pest? Because as an exterminator, it is my job to take care of pests.
When you say take care of, I know you actually mean kill. I'm totally fine with, by the way.
I'll just go over to Mrs. Dabney's and demand she keep the dog in at night.
Or you could just try being friendly.
Friendly? With Mrs. Dabney?
What is this crazy idea day?
Hey, look, I am serious. How about I invite her over tonight for a cup of coffee and I bake a pie?
Thought you wanted this to go well.
Okay, we'll have Mrs. Dabney over, but I want everybody on their best behavior, especially you, mister.
I don't think I have a best behavior.
Yeah, well, you better find one before tonight.
In her defense, Mrs. Dabney wasn't always like this. She actually used to be kind of nice.
When was that?
Let's see, how old are you?
There's no prize in here. There's supposed to be a... Hey, Steel Wool Studios. I'm an Xbox and MetaQuest 3 user. Do you know what that means? It means I'm pissed off. When the DLC trailer for Security Breach came out 10 months ago, I bought a Security Breach on my Xbox because I assumed it'd come out the same day as PlayStation. And why wouldn't I? The game's on both consoles. Then you announced about a week before that it's not coming to Xbox the same day. Okay, fine. That was in July of 2023. I can wait a few extra weeks, months even. Steel Wool! It's been 9 months. I could have had a baby. So now I'm sitting here with a completed version of Security Breach without Ruin. Look at him. So you know what? I'm waiting. I'm still waiting on that. And you know what? I've accepted that I'm waiting. So you know what I had hoped for to hold me over while I wait for Ruin to come out? Help Wanted 2. Uh-oh. How the hell are you gonna release a VR game not on the biggest VR system available right now? It's been 4 months, and and on the website it just says it's coming in spring. In spring. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for games that are dead now, that no one's playing anymore. I'm waiting. I haven't got to watch Markiplier's Let's Play, Doggo's Let's Play. I haven't watched either of the games. But I'll wait. Because I want to play them.
So what is this assembly?
I'm live with 20,000!
North Korea have their own radio station, and it's scary. The station is named Voice of Korea. It mainly plays propaganda messages and North Korean songs. But here's where it gets scary. The radio station also plays secret messages. These are for North Korean spies in other countries. It's actually a common practice that almost every country does. However, other countries use separate shortwave radio stations named number stations to do this. But North Korea just do this on their public radio station. They likely do this because most North Koreans don't even own a radio. The news anchor will say something that will only make sense to the North Korean spies.
2833호 전문을 보내드리겠습니다.
One common phrase is, "We give review work in metal engineering to number 29 expedition agents." To most people, this means absolutely nothing. But the North Korean spies will have a reference book, and each word in the sentence will have a different meaning. These cryptic codes allow North Korea to tell their spies in other countries what to do. It's creepy to think there's likely North Korean spies in your country listening to these messages right now. But what's even more creepy is, if you own a shortwave radio, you can tune in and listen to this live yourself. North Korea have their own radio station.
How could they find the dinosaur chart buried underground if the time travel wasn't real? This directly contradicts what the producers are constantly saying about the show. And this happens all the time in the producer segments.
Which reminds me why I called in the first place.
Yes?
I'm still waiting for someone to get that pile of litter off my planet. Everybody knows there's no such thing as ghosts. You could never use gum for bungee jumping, not in a million years. I wish you guys would stick to the facts.
It took water more than 15 million years to carve out the Grand Canyon. About as long as it's going to take you to freeze that water.
The impossible things that happen on these field trips are clearly real in the canon of the show, but why are they lying about it? In fact, they seem to get kinda nervous whenever the callers get pushy about what's real and what's not.
It would have taken weeks for the asteroid to reach the sun. You made it seem like it could happen in seconds.
Well, we had to fake it.
And Ms. Frizzle must be magic.
Why do you say that?
What was that?
That? Oh, that was just the sound of Liz stretching the truth.
So why not just tell them that it's a real magic school bus? What's with all the secrecy? The class is constantly going to places like outer space, the bottom of the sea, inside an active volcano, all extremely dangerous places that no school could ever take kids unless they lied about it and pretended like the field trips were just faked as a part of an elaborate fictional TV show. And the cover-up goes much farther than just the show. The principal of the school has no idea what they're doing on these field trips.
You're telling me you went inside a chicken to find me an egg?
Yes, sir, we did.
But going inside a chicken is not a state-approved field trip.
And even when they tell him, he doesn't believe them.
Do you really expect me to believe that the chicken laid an egg with all of you inside it?
And even the parents don't know what's going on.
And now, live from the throne.
Ralphie, that
That little girl looks just like your friend Wanda.
Who, her? No. Wanda's much, shorter.
Ralphie, I know that guilty look. What's going on?
Nothing, Mom. Really.
Oh, I'm sure they were just hanging around. Right, Ralphie?
Right, Miss Frizzle.
It's never explicitly stated in the show. How could they find the dinosaur chart buried under...
Hola, Pedro, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te fue el trabajo?
¿Cómo piensas, vieja?
Nothing's gonna stop us from getting.
What do you think is the worst anime ever, in your opinion?
It's so bad that it's good, the Ghost Stories dub.
Which way did he go?
To start learning the other parts of the business. You'll start first thing tomorrow.
Black Ops 2024 reveal event is going to be happening at the end of this season, and we have rewards and challenges.
Hey, friends, my 3-year-old son.
Damian Priest showing his support in the background. McIntyre with a right-handed.
Son, I told you not to! I'm not using a calculator, Dad. Then what is that? It's the periodic table.
If you're a web designer,
Mojo Jojo is not the real villain in Powerpuff Girls. It's actually the girl's dad, Professor Utonium. Before Mojo Jojo was Mojo Jojo, he was just Jojo, an ordinary monkey that was the professor's pet and lab assistant. That was until the Powerpuff Girls were created. When the professor spilled Chemical X that caused a massive explosion, the Powerpuff Girls were born. But they weren't the only ones that were affected. Because Jojo was so close to the explosion, he suffered from side effects where he got superhuman intelligence to the point where his brain broke through his skull. But no matter how smart Mojo Jojo proved to be, the professor was always so focused on his daughters and their superpowers. So Mojo Jojo was depleted of the love he used to get from the professor that now the professor gives only to the girls. And the only solution? A life of evil dedicated to destroying the Powerpuff Girls, just so his owner can love him again.
But how could this be? My plans for tax reform and increased spending on education and the arts were brilliant. How could he beat me?
Mojo Jojo is...
Hey, Mr. Wang, when you said you were taking us on a field trip, you didn't say it would be a prison.
My mentor used to say,
Hey, Apple.
Tight, yeah!
Hurry up, the 99 Sisters closing forever. Let's check it out. It's been a few days since the announcement and all the food is gone. How do you feel about the 99 Sister closing?
Not good.
Okay, thank you. The 99 Sister will always be the original dupe. Who needed Elmer's when you had...
We can now edit our posts here on TikTok. And this is how. Sorry if I'm late to this, I'm just learning that we can edit our posts right now. So you can go to any one of your videos, go to the options, click on over to where you see edit post. There it is there. And you can literally type in people, you can add people, you can put in new hashtags, take out old hashtags. And this just opens up a lot of our videos. And we've been asking for this for literally years. This is amazing that we now have the edit post option.
And the director fish that directed the commercial for the human world. What makes these characters so special? First off, the director fish isn't actually from Bikini Bottom. Before he directed this commercial, we saw him as a citizen of New Kelp City in the episode Whatever Happened to SpongeBob. Out of all the characters they could have used, they specifically chose a character from out of town. Almost like the filmmakers didn't want to use anyone in Bikini Bottom so they wouldn't risk everyone finding out about the television show. Then there's the Dr. Fish. We don't know where he originally came from, but he's an extremely suspicious character. Usually he's purple, but sometimes he's orange, sometimes he's purple with orange hands, sometimes he's a pirate, and he bears a striking resemblance to Dr. Manowar from the Jellyfish Convention.
And now it only hurts when you touch it.
Why does he have so many different disguises and identities? What is he hiding? I believe hidden throughout Bikini Bottom are spies like this who are aware they're in a television show and keep tabs on the main characters and make sure everything goes to plan. There's so many suspicious characters in Bikini Bottom that it could literally be anyone. The mailman, the hot dog vendor, Old Man Jenkins, it could literally be anyone. But what if I told you that the biggest spy of all isn't some random side character? It's one of the main characters of the show. Someone who's been there from the very beginning. Someone who's not even from Bikini Bottom. Someone who's not even from the ocean. That's right. Sandy Cheeks. Sandy Cheeks is the thrill-seeking scientific squirrel from Texas who lives underwater in her tree dome. But Why did she come to Bikini Bottom? In the episode Chimps Ahoy, we find out she was hired by a group of chimpanzees to come underwater and create inventions. But why does she need to be underwater to make inventions? She could have just as easily have made any of her inventions on land. It must be extremely expensive to maintain a giant dome of air underwater. There is no way the only reason she's here is to make random inventions. I think this whole episode is an elaborate ruse to throw off the other characters from the real reason Sandy is in Bikini Bottom. Spy on the main characters and make sure the show stays on track. Many of the times the characters are in danger, Sandy conveniently steps in to save the day, and many of the wacky, entertaining episode plots are driven by an invention Sandy creates. Everything she does is a calculated move to carry out the hidden agenda of the filmmakers. Her entire friendship with SpongeBob and the other characters is built on a lie. But you're probably saying, Sandy is a sweet, friendly squirrel, there's no way she's behind this. You're not convinced yet? That's okay, because what I'm about to show you is so mind-blowing, so insanely revealing, that it's actually the whole reason I decided to make this video. Get ready for the big one.
Alright, listen up. You know, Donald Trump, like, presidential run was already written in the books, like, in the 1800s.
Yeah, there's a book about it.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know that shit. That shit was crazy.
You remember the name of the book?
It wasn't Donald Trump, it was Baron Trump's Adventure. I think so, something like that.
And he's a time traveler.
Yeah, exactly. That was crazy.
And the time traveler, what he did, the reason he got the time travel abilities, he met up with somebody named Elon.
And
like, as in, I think it was that. Or was it Tesla?
A part of the case, the reason why they were saying, oh, it was either coincidence or time travel, it's because when the author was writing the book, Nikola Tesla was in New York doing the time travel stuff. Yeah. And there's a hidden detail, when the FBI raided Nikola Tesla's building, the FBI got all his unfinished research.
And the FBI was led by Donald Trump's, like, grandfather.
Yeah, uncle.
Yeah, something like that.
I think, it was like, I forgot. Yeah, cool.
But if that's true, I don't know, or wouldn't he already have everything done for him because
he's already a millionaire. Oh, you thought that since they have money they can
No,
buy...
if you have the power to time travel, I feel like you would have everything, no?
Yeah, for sure. You know, Donald Trump...
Why is everything closing for good?
Dollar Tree closing 600 stores this year. CVS closing 900 stores through the end of this year. Walgreens closing 150 stores. Outback Steakhouse has already closed 40 of its restaurants. UPS is cutting 12,000 jobs in 2024. Citigroup cutting 20,000 positions as well. eBay, why not? 1,000 jobs lost there. Microsoft cutting.
And my man, thank you to my...
How much did you guys pay for your ticket?
Video game franchises that were forgotten. Who actually remembers Killzone? So Killzone took place in the 24th century in a galactic war between the ISA, the Interplanetary Strategic Alliance, and the Helgen Empire. Killzone was actually advertised as Sony's Halo killer, because back in the day, Halo was so damn popular that Sony was pissed off. They wanted their own first-person shooter, something that they could be proud of. So in November of 2004, they dropped Killzone. To mixed reviews, mainly blaming the clunky controls. But Sony didn't give up. Neither did the developer, Guerrilla Games. They looked at the reviews and heard the criticism of the first game, and locked in for 5 years, nothing you've ever seen before. And in February 2009, they dropped Killzone 2. To rave reviews, I'm talking about 9 out of 10s, 9.5 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s. Praising the game about its better controls, its very in-depth story, its amazing graphics at the time. I'm telling you guys, this was a game changer for the PS3. The multiplayer was also going fucking crazy back then too. And you best believe Sony was happier than a motherfucker, so they said, go ahead and make the third one, fuck it. And they did. On February 2011, they dropped Killzone 3. This was the first Killzone I ever played. As a kid, I thought the game was gas, but the reviews were saying otherwise. They were praising the graphics. This was even better than Killzone 2. The gameplay was also praised, saying that the only game that can go toe-to-toe to this was the GOAT itself, Call of Duty Black Ops, because it was just released a few months prior. But in the story department, the voice acting was not that good, and the story didn't have that emotional punch that it needed. But after that, Guerrilla Games was kind of quiet. They dropped Killzone Mercenary on the PS Vita, which is okay, I heard, but other than that, nothing. Until Killzone Shadowfall dropped November 2013 as a launch title for the PS4. I played the hell out of this one and I loved it, but again, the reviews said otherwise. The reviews were mixed, almost similar to the first game. The graphics were amazing, but the story was not well liked to fans. This was actually the second lowest rated Killzone in the series, which unfortunately killed the franchise. Now, I genuinely think that this franchise can come back. Right now, Sony does not have a staple first-person shooter. I mean, they got Destiny, but That's more of a looter shooter, and it's not really doing that good right now. Also, after Killzone, Guerrilla has made a small little game called
What Happens If You Kill the Radio Host in Fallout. If you come to this place, you can find a caravan with a guy who takes care of the radio. Except that if you decide to listen to him, you will see that the guy should not do this job.
Roy Brown again. You're listening to Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all.
But it's not over, since if you decide to go inside, you will be able to see that the guy is sitting alone on a chair, and if you take your weapon to eliminate him, as soon as you come back to the city a few days later, you will be able to hear it on the radio.
Hey there, this is Shane Claus, living proof that anyone can make it. Which button was it? This one? No, this one?
But it's not over, since if you wait a few minutes, you will be able to hear that he will talk about the former radio host.
So, that Travis guy is dead. This is Shane Kowalski, seller of fine water products, and I guess I'll play the music from now on. If you're looking for music, you're in the right place. If you're looking for quality bottled water, come see Shane Kowalski.
Except that the new person talking on the radio is actually this guy selling bottles of water, and if you decide to talk with him, you'll see that he has the exact same voice.
I'm a fully independent man.
What happens if you kill the radio host in Fallout? If you come to this place, you can find a caravan.
Yeah, Connor, we get to put our...
Hey, honey, did you get the package?
Yes. Oh, I love it. Look who's wearing your Planet Balls t-shirt.
Oh, I love you, son. I love you too, Astro Dude! Come on! Did I startle you? You get it? Startle? Yes, I got the joke.
Throwing my parents.
Yesterday I went to the
Daddy.
And as King Tut, what
will happen if we separate one from the rest of the group? Here we go. Experiment 30817. I'll just
You're sure this test is useful?
Yes, normally they should have a reaction. What will happen if we separate?
There's something about going back and rewatching old TV shows from your childhood that just fills you with this warm, nostalgic feeling. Even though you're older now and your tastes have changed, these shows can still connect with you in ways that nothing else can today. It's at least how I feel when I rewatch The Magic School Bus. A show before everything became cynical and edgy. A show that just wanted to teach people how the world works. But then you find something in that show that you don't remember. Something dark.
Janet, you want proof? I'll give you proof. Here's proof of what'll happen to you if you stay here with your stuff. Arnold, no!
Huh. That's weird. I don't remember Arnold dying in the show. And the more I rewatched, the more I realized how much I missed as a kid, and I knew I had to make my next theory about this. Inside the Magic School Bus is a culture of fear and lies, all to hide a massive secret. Trust me, this theory is there's something about...
You gotta be kidding me, I cannot take this anymore. Dude, what's wrong? Are you good? No, I'm not good, okay? Do you not hear the neighbors' music? Every single day they're always blasting music for no reason. It just pissing me off. I mean, kinda, not really. I mean, it's their house. They can do whatever they want, bro. Well, it's bugging me. You know what? I'm gonna call the cops. Wait, what? Are you serious? Hi there. Yeah, so this is not an emergency or anything, but can I just file a noise complaint on my neighbors, please? Yeah, they're just being so loud, and every single day they're always bumping music, and it just gets so annoying. So can you just send like a cop over there or something? Okay, thank you. All right, have a good day. What'd they say? Well, he just said that he was gonna send a cop over there, so hopefully that teaches them a lesson. Oh, look, there they are. All right, well, it looks like that's taken care of. All right, do you want to go get some food or something? I'm kind of hungry, man. Yeah, I'm down. Let me just go ahead and get my... What was that? Bro, what was that? I don't know. It sounded like it came from the neighbor's house, no? Do you think that? No. I just filed a noise complaint, okay? I thought he was just going to talk to them, not do that. Should we go check? I don't know. I don't know what to do, okay? I'm kind of freaking out because I was the one who called the cops on them. And look what happened. What if someone actually got... You know, and it's all my fault because I was the one who called. I don't know, dude. I'm freaking out. Okay, well, if you want, you can just stay here, man. I'm going to go check. Dude, what is happening in there? I don't know, man, okay? I don't know. It sounds like he's at target practice right now. We need to go check it out. I don't know. Dude, come on, just knock. I know, but I'm scared. Okay, fine. Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, neighbor? Can I help you with something? Hi, yeah, are you okay? Yeah, why do you ask? Because he called the cops over here. We heard very loud bang. Oh, really? Why would you tell him that? Wait, you were the one who called the cops over here? Okay, yes, look, I did it, alright? I just called the cops over here because I just filed a noise complaint on you guys because you guys were bumping music for like the whole week and it just got really annoying, man. But I didn't expect it to escalate to this. Gentlemen, hey, can I help you with something? Hi there, officer. Yeah, so I was the one who actually called you over here to check on my neighbor's house, you know, for the noise complaint. And, well, me and my friend, we heard some like very loud bangs, so we just thought we'd check it out. Snitch. Huh? Nothing. Now listen, man, there's nothing to worry about, okay? Because your neighbors, they're actually my friends from college. Yeah, we've been friends for a long time, man. Wait, what? Yeah, we've been friends since we were like, what, freshmen in college? Yeah, no, we've been friends for a long time, man. And you know what? It's funny because when he came over here, I told him, I was like, I'll give you 100 if you let me get, you know, like a few shots off. And he said, yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes so much more sense now. See, man, they're just friends, so it's all good. Okay, well, we're sorry to bother you guys, but we're gonna head back now, so. Now, wait a minute, hold on. Before you leave, I am gonna have to take you in, though. What? Wait, me? Why? Mr. Sanchez, you're under arrest for being a Karen. You gotta be kidding me. I cannot take this anymore.
Do you remember Toys R Us? The store from your childhood? He has left us forever. Do you know why he disappeared? Toys R Us is a retail chain specializing in children's toys, video games, and children's clothing. Founded in 1948, it was originally called the Children's Warehouse, and later changed its name to Toys R Us in 1957. Its signature feature is the reverse R letter on the front of its stores, symbolizing the innocence of children when it comes to writing. Although Toys R Us was initially considered a category killer, the rise of mass merchants and online retailers over time caused Toys R Us to lose market share in the toy market. The company was further hampered by a massive debt load stemming from a leveraged buyout organized by private equity firms. The company filed for bankruptcy in 2017 and 2018, closing all of its stores in the US, UK, and Australia, with the last US stores closing in 2021. Do you remember this toy store from your childhood? Have you...
These are the original names of famous movies and TV shows. Hannah Montana was originally going to be called Alexis Texas. However, after quickly discovering that an adult film star had the same name, Disney quickly changed it. SpongeBob SquarePants was originally going to be called SpongeBoy, but they changed Boy to Bob after discovering a cleaning company with the same name. The movie Cars was originally going to be named after the iconic highway Route 66. However, after learning that there was once a TV show with a similar name, they had to change it. The show Friends was originally going to be called 6 of 1 because they thought having the title of a show just being Friends was too bland. Grey's Anatomy was simply meant to be called Surgeons, but they later changed it to a hard-hitting name that stuck with audiences. Disney's Tangled was originally called Rapunzel Unbraided, but was later changed in order to try to attract a male audience. And lastly, Toy Story had many different names, including the Wind-Up Heroes, Bring Me the Arm of Buzz, Toys in the Hood, and Made in Taiwan, but I think they went with the safest choice. These are the original names of—
Somebody ordered a Family Guy game. Roadhouse. All right, Lucas, first up, over here in our disc-only section, you picked out one on the Xbox. Here it is here, Simpsons Road Rage. And finally, over here on the Xbox 360, you're going with Family Guy, Back to the Multiverse. You know, this reminds me of the other night. I was watching Family Guy. Family Guy. Boy, this copy is beautiful, but it sure didn't start out that way. When the game came in, there was sticker residue all over it, and the case was torn. So we transferred everything over to a great-looking case and put it in a protective bag while it waited to be sold. All right, I'll get it packed up. Okay, get it packed up.
Did you know the situation that made Neymar cry at halftime in the PSG vs Lens match? Neymar said, "In our match against Lens, I was so excited before the match to score a goal. I scored a beautiful goal and celebrated it. But at halftime, suddenly I was told that my friend Kobe Bryant had passed away from one of the technical staff. At first I thought it was just a joke, but when I found out that the news was real, I could not control myself and burst into tears. I cried a lot. I said I can't continue the match, but I managed to control myself and continued the match to try to score a goal and dedicate it to him. Then I scored after 5 minutes, but I didn't celebrate. Instead, I showed the number 24 with my fingers, which was Kobe Bryant's number." Did you know the situation that made Neymar cry at halftime?
I just want to hear about the day I was born.
was a rainy day, and I was at the grocery store when, uh-oh, doorbell.
It was a snowy day, and your mom was helping me shovel. Was that the doorbell?
It was a really hot day, so I was getting Mom a popsicle, and, dude, doorbell.
Why is it every time I ask about the day I was born, no one ever answers me? I've heard a million times how Sue was born on a leap day, so technically she's still only 3 years old, and Axel came out with a pointy head. But no one ever talks about my story. It's almost like you don't want to tell me.
Of course I want to tell you. It was one of the happiest days of my life. Mike, I'll need to see you in the dining room. No.
We have to.
It's the deep, dark secret everyone's hiding. I was adopted, wasn't I? That'd explain a lot.
You're not adopted, Brick.
Then why is your lip sweating?
Because I was afraid I'd ruin your surprise. Might as well tell you now. I wrote down the whole story of the day you were born. That's the gift I had to wrap.
Really?
Yeah. You can read it if you want now. It's in my closet.
Hey!
Rick's onto us. He knows we're hiding something. He thinks he's adopted, but he's gotta keep digging. What are we gonna do?
All right, this has gone on long enough. We're just gonna have to bite the bullet and tell him what happened.
Oh, no, he'll never forgive us.
He's getting...
No, let me out! Okay, that's it. I want answers, and I want them now. What are you people hiding?
Okay, Brick. Here's the truth. Uh-oh. Doorbell. No, really. It's the doorbell for real this time.
I just want to hear about the day I was born.
Check this out, my brother.
The warnings of a time traveler from the year 22.
There are several theories that suggest we may be living in a simulation or maybe a Matrix-type system. The first person to write about this was Nick Bostrom, who wrote a paper saying that it's very difficult to disprove or prove this theory. And there are certain videos out there that will leave anyone baffled and scratching their heads, and the video that I'm about to show you guys is one of them. Check this out, pay very close attention.
From the flashlight, I don't get it. I don't get it either. How am I just seeing? Put it back. Circle.
Check this out.
How are we seeing the shadow of the tree from the flashlight when it's the sky behind the tree? And why is there a stop point at the end of my flashlight when it's pointed at the sky? Why isn't it going on farther? Like, what the fuck is this? Don't cuss.
Strange, isn't it? But it gets even stranger as the video goes on. I'm going to show you guys the rest of the video, but before I do so, a lot of people were saying that this is clouds. These are clouds or fog. Others were saying that this is because we live in the Truman Show or because we live in a firmament. I'm not exactly sure about that. What I do know, and I agree with this, is that do you think that the clouds are that close to the tree? I mean, no disrespect by any means, but that's awfully close to the tree line. I'm not exactly sure if fog or clouds would be that close to the tree. Not only that, it's equally close to all of the trees. This is what fog looks like. It's moving, it has wind, it's not equally close to anything, it doesn't have a pattern. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys the rest. There seems to be a pattern, like a wall, behind the tree. And the owner of the video says that she was personally there, of course. She says it's not clouds and it's not fog. So, I don't know, you tell me.
There's a shadow in the sky. You see the shadow? Let me see if I can zoom.
Check this out.
There's a shadow. And like, I don't get it. You're going too fast, honey. Why can't we see the circle of light? I don't feel like I've ever seen that before in my life.
I've never seen this in my life.
I don't think I have either, not in the sky. It just kind of disappears, you know?
Look at that.
I wonder if I was standing in front of the house if I could see this. Because you know those party lights? Like the party lasers and stuff? Yeah.
There are several theories that suggest...
I have one rule for Samsung phones, and I'm about to break it. I pretty much never use aftermarket or non-original screens on Samsung phones. Why? Well, you're about to find out. Open it up. So this guy just wants his data back, but he also wants to be able to use the phone in the future. The S10 screen is very expensive to replace, so he wanted an alternative. An alternative to which I highly suggested he doesn't go with, but he did, so I'll show you how bad this is. Unscrew. Now we're gonna transfer everything over from here to here. I haven't used these in a long time. Maybe they got better? Let's see if this is as bad as I remember. We'll boot it on. The touch sensitivity is garbage, the chins are massive, and what the hell's going on with the front camera? I have one rule. If you're over the age of 8...
Pa, mi mamá quiere in and out. ¿Qué le vas a dar?
After he fails to do so, he doesn't just throw them away. He redesigns the robots and then gives them to different businesses in Bikini Bottom with the intention to one day use them to take over the world once he has enough in place. I mean, we know what Plankton really wants isn't the secret formula, it's to rule the world.
I will rule the world!
And there's even the video game, Battle for Bikini Bottom, where Plankton tried to take over using an army of robots. So, this theory doesn't seem too far-fetched for Plankton's character, but we're gonna need a lot more evidence if we're gonna prove he's the one behind all the robots in Bikini Bottom. So, let's get started. In the Season 3 episode, No Weenies Allowed, we see a robot working at a place called Weenie Hut Juniors.
Would you care for another Diet Cola with a lemon twist, Weenie?
And while it doesn't resemble any of the robots we've seen Plankton make, does that voice sound familiar to you?
Would you care for another Diet Cola with a lemon twist, what a quaint restaurant? I think I will sample their wares.
And again, it's not like this is the default robot voice we hear in SpongeBob. There are many different voices the show has used for robot characters.
What a quaint restaurant.
Greetings, I am Robo 2.1.
No threat detected. This is very uncomfortable.
Leave my father alone!
But here, they specifically recreated the voice from Plankton's robot. Let's go back to Glove World for a second. In the control room, we see a machine on the wall that looks shockingly like SpongeBob. So much so that Patrick even mistakes him for it. We know Plankton has built a SpongeBob robot before in Welcome to the Chum Bucket. Maybe he repurposed it here inside of Glove World. In Krusty Cleaners, the trash robot also has a striking resemblance to Plankton's robot in the Season 9 episode Eek and Urchin. In the Season 5 episode The Patty Gadget, Squidward tries to get SpongeBob fired by replacing him with a machine that creates Krabby Patties for free. But it's never explained where Squidward got this machine. Now, it doesn't resemble anything we've seen Plankton make, but a staple in a lot of Plankton's inventions is having them resemble his likeness, especially with one eye in the middle, and that's exactly what we see with the Patty Gadget. And the patties it makes are terrible, which would make sense for something Plankton made. In the episode All That Glitters, SpongeBob buys a super advanced talking spatula.
Le Spatula 3000 at your service.
But in the episode Evil Spatula, we find out Plankton has a whole collection of advanced spatulas just like this one, and even tries to trick SpongeBob into taking a talking spatula. It seems like no matter where we turn, we can find a connection between the technology in Bikini Bottom and Plankton. But if you remember in those glimpses of the future, the world isn't just ruled by robots. They've actually replaced all the existing citizens with robots after he
This picture is the funniest and most likely the most disrespecting picture against Nintendo. This here is a Nintendo Switch photographed in front of the Nintendo office in Kyoto. Now, if we look closer, we see that this Switch is booting up Atmosphere. Now, Atmosphere is the custom firmware of the Switch, means it is jailbreaking the Switch itself. I don't think that I need to inform about what Nintendo is doing against their homebrew community, right? Just search up Yuzu, which is the youngest big Nintendo confrontation. This guy, Michael, which is the developer of Atmosphere, had the balls to go in front of the Nintendo office and make a picture about it. And not only that, he actually uploaded it on X, and this MF even pinked Nintendo on this post. Yo, this guy must be the hero of the month. Some days after that, Nintendo published a new firmware which makes the custom firmware unusable till it is updated. Do you think Nintendo did that because Michael wasn't at home and he couldn't update the jailbreak in time? He already did a few days after the new update.
Don't pay a rate.
Seré mientras los dishes lavaba.
Well, stay tuned and I'll let you know when or if my Rabbit R1 ordered food shows up. And would you look at that?
Here's some secret changes that came in the—
Why didn't the United States invaded Canada and Mexico? Well, it's because the US realized it's better to establish strategic importances with its northern and southern neighbors where the—
Well. Actors take movie roles they don't really like all the time, but here are more of the craziest times that actors have publicly trashed their own movies. David Cross played Ian Hawke in the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies, and he did not hold back about his true feelings. When talking about the movies on Conan O'Brien, he said all he wanted to do was get out of there as fast as possible and buy a summer house with the check. He also said that Chipwreck was literally without question the most unpleasant experience he's ever had in his professional career. He also said he felt like he was held at legal gunpoint to continue filming these movies, and he advised live on Conan for people not to go see them because they're basically just a big advertisement for Carnival Cruises. And he got fined $150,000 because he had a non-disparagement clause in his contract that he breached by making these comments. Patrick Stewart just spoke out saying that he found filming Doctor Strange 2 frustrating and disappointing, largely because he had to film the sequences all by himself, which he was not a fan of. George Clooney said that he thought he literally destroyed the Batman franchise with how bad Batman and Robin was, and said that he thought it would be a very good career move at the time, and that it actually was not. And in December, when asked about returning as Batman potentially, he said, "I don't think there's enough drugs in the world for me to go back, so I guess he already forgot about his Flash appearance as Batman. Follow for more." Actors take movie roles.
Are you telling me it's taken you until 30 minutes before dismissal to realize that my daughter is missing? I think you need to talk to the principal. Oh, I live just down the road. I'll be there in 2 minutes and she better be waiting for me. Oh, shit. Principal! Where's the principal? And we are trying to find out what happened to your daughter, but wait. I'm sorry, I thought she was missing. If she didn't know her own way home, she would have been. I'm sorry, I don't understand. My daughter came home by herself at 8 years old because apparently her teacher is treating her like garbage, and none of y'all noticed that she was gone, and apparently her teacher never noticed that she was here, which surprises the hell out of me considering how badly she was treating my kid today and every day before. Wait, okay, so was your daughter here this morning or was she absent today? Well, I would love to have the answer to that question because I watched my daughter walk into the door this morning and I watched her give her teacher a little wave and her teacher waved back to her. But then when I called because she had come home and I was just trying to find out what was going on, your secretary said that my daughter had been marked absent today. Now, if my kid's teacher saw her this morning and then she wasn't in class, why the hell wasn't the teacher asking questions? I have no idea. Can we get Miss Thompson down here, please? Absolutely. Principal, you called to see me and... Oh, well, hi there. We missed you today. Ugh, spare me. You knew she was here today. What? You greeted her at the door this morning. I watched you wave to her. Ma'am, I'm so sorry, but I greet dozens of students every day. She wasn't here when I took attendance this morning. Really? Yes, really. Because she came running home to me just after lunch and she had a whole lot of stories about what had gone on here this morning. Oh, well, sweetheart, where were you hiding all day? Mommy, you are so full of shit. Do you have cameras in this school that work? Oh, there are no cameras here. This is an elementary school. Actually, there are cameras here. What? Huh, well, it's clear to me you didn't know that and you are feeling guilty about something, so what the hell happened today? She was... So as entertaining and colorful as these stories might be, why don't we just go ahead and look up some camera footage? Now, what time did your daughter come home? I mean, I was kind of panicking. I didn't exactly look at the clock, but I would say somewhere between like 11:30 and 11:45. Okay, sweetheart, can you please tell me where you were before you left the school and which door you left out of? It's okay, sweetie. We already know that you left school. We just want to figure out what happened before and after. I hid in the bathroom after lunch and I ran out the door by the playground. Okay, and what time did you turn in your attendance this morning? Well, I always turn it in at 9 o'clock on my way to specials, so you're gonna see on my attendance record she wasn't there. Yes, I was. Don't you remember snapping your fingers in my face? Snapping your fingers in her face? I did no such thing. She must be thinking of something else. Can we please go take a look at that footage now? Yes, come with me to my office. Well, I'm coming too. Oh, I want you to stay out here. But you already walked through this day yourself. We will go look at the footage and I'll call you back if we have questions. Come on. Sweetheart, you come with me. All right, let's take a look at some of this footage. Do you really have cameras set up in this school and you don't even tell your teachers? We don't actively tell anybody that there's cameras, but I mean... Look around, you're gonna see them, they're everywhere. I figured a school would have to be crazy not to have them. Okay, so here's her class going into the bath. There she is going in. Okay, looks like she's yelling into the bathrooms, probably to get everyone to finish up. Yeah, let me speed through them walking away. 2 minutes later, there she is. She's coming out of the bathroom. And there she goes down the hallway and right out the door. She knew exactly how to get out. All right, so we know when your daughter left, but the attendance sheets, that's a puzzle to me. Can you check and see if she really turned it in when she said she did? Yeah, I mean, she's kind of like clock. There she is, 9:03. She's turning them in. What about after my daughter left? Is there any strange activity or office activity after she left? Let me pull up a grid of that hallway, the office, the front hallway, and we'll just we'll look for her. She's wearing a bright orange shirt. It won't take long. That's not normal behavior from someone you would see who's just teaching. Not normal teacher behavior. I agree. Where is she going with... You're seeing this too, right? She changed her attendance sheet. Did she really think she was going to get away with that? I don't know. You said your daughter... She was treated badly today, right? Yeah, I mean, you heard her talk about the snapping her fingers in her face, but she said she was being mean to her, calling her names, all kinds of terrible stuff, in front of the whole class. Huh. Dismissal is about to start, but I'll bet I can get a couple of those kids down here real quick. And you don't think these kids will be scared to tell you the truth with how she's treating my daughter? It's our best shot. Susan, I need you to get Charlotte in here before she leaves for the day. Why Charlotte? Susan, we're gonna need Rodney and Sasha as well. I'm glad you guys were worried about her. Will she be back tomorrow? Well, why don't you two head out to your bus? I don't want you to be late, and I'm sure you'll see her in the next day or two. Okay, bye. I'm so glad you're okay. Bye, guys. Sweet kids. Well, I think it's pretty obvious that I'm filing a complaint against Miss Thompson. Yeah. And I know there's probably a process that you have to follow, and these things probably take a little bit of time, but my daughter is not setting foot back in that classroom. So either she's not coming back until Miss Thompson is gone, or you're putting her in another class. I don't want her to lose out on any learning, so let's just switch her into another class. She can come back tomorrow, and she won't ever have to be in Miss Thompson's room again. Good. Thank you. Oh my God, I had totally forgotten that's why you got switched into my class. I don't remember Miss Thompson ever being gone, though. Wasn't she there the rest of the time that we were in that building? Oh, yeah, totally. She got to stay for like 3 more years. She had more than 100 complaints in her file. My mom said they finally fired her after she locked an 8-year-old in a closet for talking back. Oh my God. And you know she did it before that.